Greetings and salutations. I am Bajongles, and if you enjoy my content, consider following me over on Twitch at twitch.tv/Bajongles1, where I stream every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday at noon Pacific Standard Time. You could also, if you'd be so kind, check out my Bluesky and Tumblr, both at BigBoyArt1, username Bajongles. Also, if you wanted to check my VODs out, consider liking and subscribing here on YouTube. It would be much appreciated. And with that, back to your regularly scheduled program.
Hello, hello, hello. How is everyone? I'm doing pretty good. Uh, I am very excited today. I'm excited today, like every day, that I get to stream. I love streaming, because it helps me not take my mind off things, but it helps me not stress about the stuff that's on my mind. It is a wonderful, wonderful experience, and I get to talk with a bunch of wonderful peoples. I get to do fun things. It's great. That being said, I'm excited for today because not only am I gonna be working on the One Piece fan art that I've been working on for a while now, but and here's the important thing: once I'm tired of doing that today, I'm gonna be switching over to doing some PNG tuber model character design. I am super excited for that because I've been really meaning to do that, and designing these characters will allow me to uh move forward full steam ahead with all of my other stuff. Like literally all my other projects that I need to do are sort of hinging on me designing good designs for these characters. It is a shut up stock prices. I want to look at the temperature. It is a 75-degree Fahrenheit day today so far, and it's gonna get a bit hotter. It's gonna be cooler than it has been the past few days, which is good. I there so Sunday was 93 degrees Fahrenheit, and yesterday was 91 at its peak. I heard that it's gonna be like mid to low 80s today, which is a lot more good, a lot more convenient. Uh, Hi Dicey, hi, welcome to the chat. So it's because okay, Dicey, I want you to learn something about me real quick. I was born in Arizona. I did not live there for very long, don't get me wrong, but I was born in Arizona. I've always lived in places with hot temperatures. This is just what like life is. This is just life. And honestly, beautiful. The world is beautiful, the environment around me uh is uh is wonderful. Never mind you inherited the Arizona-ness. Yeah. Listen, just like everything good about Arizona, I left. Frankly, I like besides the nature, in regards to people, like and all the stuff going on, it is a shit show in Arizona. But like nature wise, boy, is it beautiful. That being said, I'm going to move over to Outer Wilds music. Let me get it to 27, my favorite number, and also the best volume for the Outer Wilds music. And away we go. You know, like a lot of my family is from like the Texas, New Mexico, like Arizona region, close to the Mexican border. And like it gets hot. It gets like Sahara Desert hot down there. I don't think people realize that's Sahara Desert levels of hot down there. And so like up here, it's not that bad. Well, it gets to that temperature at its peak, but it's not that hot consistently. It's very nice. Art time. I have chat open on my phone. It is a wonderful time. And interestingly, talking about Arizona sort of transitions me into talking about this fun color gradient I'm doing for the gradient map. is that this is the color gradient that like an Arizona sunset is. It's my favorite color gradient ever. Like on Earth. It's amazing.
Don't mind me just popping my joints.
Also, Dicey, I want to tell you something kind of funny. Like it's not funny in the sense of he who funny. Well, it kind of is. Is I've been doing more of my exercises. I've started doing lunges, and I realized like mid exercises like I just want a femboy figure. I guess I guess that's what I want for myself. And so I'm gonna, I guess, lean into that harder because I think it's funny for. Let me do the metric calculations. I am about 182, 183 centimeters tall. That is 6 foot for imperial measurement users. And I can also sing in bass. If you've heard me sing "If I Were a Rich Man," you would know I can sing in bass, which is really funny. Because it's like I want a cute figure with big thighs and ass. And I don't know, it's very funny. Imagine this like tall ass, like deep voice ass dude. Oh, why are you all so short compared to everyone? I don't know. I'm just taller than most people. I'm not even the tallest in my friend group. Fun fact. I have a friend who is, let me see, hmm, I have a friend who's like 188 centimeters. Right? That is like 6'2". Yeah, to be exact, that is 188.976 centimeters. So like I'm not even the tallest person I know. I'm pretty tall. That's me to say. Usually I only see pre-sunset here. Oh yeah. Listen. There's. Oh shit. Let me do calculations for that. Feet. Oh damn. You're 5'2". Nice height, by the way. I like short. I like short, and sometimes I wish I was shorter, but also, like, I really like being tall sometimes. It's very convenient. Until I hit my head on the car door frame. That's not convenient. And there's... Google did me wrong. Oh, no, I'm an American. I'm a citizen of the United States of America. I use Imperial system. Ah, you're 5'4". Okay. Oh, okay. It's still nice height. There we go. And now. Okay, I already had that, but I can get this sort of like darker gray, and we can get scooting and boogieing. That's very good. So how big a fan are you of One Piece, by the way? Because because like I remembered something that I thought was kind of fun. Let me see. I believe 32 is a good size for this. Yes, 32 is a good size, but I could also make it 28, and that's also good. Never gotten into it, honestly. Okay, so this isn't spoilers. But like, I'm sure you know of Sanji. Funny swirly eyebrows, blonde hair. The cook of the Straw Hats. That guy, the guy that only fights through kicking. The fun thing is, if I keep exercising my legs the way that I am, I can start kicking people really, really hard. I can start kicking people really, really hard, and because I also want to do like flex, a main part of why I'm exercising is flexibility training. It means eventually I'll be able to kick people in the face really hard. I find kicks a lot more fun than punches. I can already throw a mean punch. Right? Throwing a mean punch is not difficult to do. Uh, also, the reason that I use like metric a lot on stream is because a lot of the people that watch are not from places that use the imperial system, and so it's just more convenient for like everybody else involved if I just like convert all my measurements. Congrats on the flexibility, my dude. Actually, no, I can turn on the gradient map again. There we go. And it's a little slow because this is a massive file. Imagine me, right? Imagine me, if you will, the funny clown man. Imagine a funny clown man who's like 6 foot tall, 180 something centimeters, right? Being able to kick people in the face. That's awesome. That's cool as hell. While and looking hot while doing it. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Something ain't right. Where did I get that color? How'd I get that color? I dropped a color and I was like, yeah, that works, but that's not the one I wanted. And see, I can get that one, and then there's this one, right? Like that's what I have. But that's not what I have. I'm so confused. I didn't even mean to, lol, but I found out running stars make me kick so hard I nearly fall backwards. Awesome. Again, why is this color wrong? I should be bending my Beckmann. Oh, that's why. Oh, because I had the color grade, the overlay layer on, and that was messing with me. Oh well, shit happens. Mistakes are made. Alright, there we go. I was just messaging a friend, don't mind me. There we go. Now I have the color I wanted. There we go. You can't tell, but I'm flexing very comedically. I don't know why I do visual comedy. Like when none of you can see it. I'm a funny clown avatar online. Man, I'm a funny clown avatar. Wish I could flex, lol, you're lucky. I have very little arm muscle. Flexing is just like the physical act. have some arm muscle. It's just that that's not my priority. My family is full of naturally very stocky and like sturdy people. If I let just like genetics take its course in my 40s, I would be a full-on bear probably. Like large, hairy, that sort of thing. And while that does look good, don't get me wrong, boy does that look good. That's not what I want for myself. My arms are small and I can deny it no longer. I am small. My tiny hands can wrap my thumb and pinky around the wrist. Hey, don't worry, man. I'm in the same boat. I'm doing that literally right now to demonstrate it, but you can't see it. My arms are thin, but I do have muscle. I do have some muscle. Most of my muscle is coming from like flexibility practice more than like bulking up. Which like lengthening your muscles is just as important as like thickening your muscles. And so if you don't want like a large figure, it's important to focus on muscle stretching exercises. Because you can stay small and lithe while still like being fit. I need to practice more of those, but I'm already I'm already pretty flexible, and I'm continuing to work on that because it's cool and awesome, and I think more people should do it. God, you know how a bit ago I was like, I need a mashup of Big Shot and its TV time. I need it. I found one, and I was gonna send it to the Discord, but I forgot. So I'll send it in a bit. I'll send it in the Discord in a bit. But like I found it. I found the mashup I want. Is it the best kind of mashup? No, but I found one. The peak has arrived. Exactly. Like, you want to know the interesting part? They have very similar like time scales. So like stuff is transitioning in each song at really roughly the same amount of time. Not really roughly, but really closely the same amount of time. And so it flows really nicely. They're also in the same like time signature and like the same BPM. You can't stop me from drawing tenor right now. Sonic. Sonic, I'm drawing tenor and you cannot stop me. Shadow, fuck you. His teeth are difficult. I forgot that he had teeth. I really forgot he had teeth, and then I remembered his battle sprite. Me trying not to stylize One Piece characters just into my style. Challenge a difficulty impossible. I don't like the silhouette of that shadow. I'm gonna undo that. Ba 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 da da ba 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 da da. Again, it's the idea of like somebody with a cute feminine figure just going like, if I were a rich man. Like that sort of deep singing, that's really funny to me. That reminds me, I wanted to draw a horror rune once. Go for it, man. Who's gonna stop you, God? He's never stopped anybody if he's like existed at all. That's not gonna stop you from drawing. Go for it. My ideas was the neurodivergent issue that plagues us all. Too many fucking ideas. You see, I curb the habit of having too many ideas at once by just kind of giving into it and doing all of the projects. Right? Like I've put a lot on my shoulders. And it's really helped me not to come up with like a bunch of new ideas all at once. Basically, I want to make it so only the Dark World is horror themed. Okay, so if Chris is never horror styled, then that would apply to Susie, because Susie is also a lightener, right? Like she's also from the light world, but Ralsei's a darkener. So I think that while I don't think it should apply to Susie, I think it should the horror theming should apply to Ralsei. There's some food for, there's some food for your thoughts right there. I mean there's already like some horror theming there cuz we all know he knows too much. Right? We all know already that he knows more than he's leading on in the beginning. Now, do I think that that's malicious? Not after chapter 4. But it's certainly like a well-established thing that he knows a weird amount. Um, I like the idea. I personally like the idea of the Lighteners, being normal more than just like humans, because then it's like, well, I guess only Chris is normal, but like, what do you do with all the other Lighteners? Right? Like, what would you do in that like situation? A lot of the Lighteners, not all of them, like certainly not all of them, but a lot of Lighteners are returning characters from Undertale, and there's already a lot of horror like Undertale AUs. And I just remembered I'm gonna have to go through them all and talk about them for my One Piece fan art series. Tutorial and Undyne are easy for the Dark World because horror. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, you might want to distinguish it a bit from like the horror tale type AUs, which there are a lot of. In fact, there's one that was made recently that I need to check out. It seems really cool. For some reason, specifically when like this motif comes in, the do 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 in the music, I always think of the of like the I am placing blocks and shit 'cause I'm in fucking Minecraft. I am placing blocks and shit 'cause I'm in fucking Minecraft. I mean, yeah, obviously, don't like rule anything out just because like it's something people have done before. Because everything, to a certain extent, is something that people have done before. Or like, so there are aspects of everything that somebody has done before. Right? So like, don't stress about trying to make something 100% unique, because it's a lot healthier for you and is going to make your art better if you just accept your influences. That's what I try and do. Accepting your influences is good. Working on shading these fucking fingers. Right, like there's a well-established like history of horror AUs in Toby Fox related stuff. So like, I don't know, it's not a bad thing to lean into that at all. Why did I say it like that? I said that kind of weird. I mean what I said though. Water. Make sure to stay hydrated. You can't be silly without hydration. Oh my god, thank you, Nightbot. Thank you, Nightbot. I appreciate you. I'm doing a sort of stark highlighting and shading like this because the light is supposed to be very strong. It's supposed to be very strong lighting. I just hope that it works out. I'm gonna need to get rid of that Discord notification because it's gonna buzz and make it annoying. There we are. I think this is looking pretty good. There's definitely some things I want to improve on. However, it's looking pretty good. Now look at this backlit shading. Look how pretty that is. This is the like backlit shading where the shadow is in the middle is something that I'm trying to practice because it is very pretty. It's one of my favorite kinds of shading to like just look at. It's absolutely gorgeous. And so I am trying to learn how to implement it. Also, I found your Spamton art just like in the wild when looking through the shit. It's very good. I like it. Like I saw it as your profile picture on Discord, and it was like, oh, that's nice. And then I saw it, and then I saw it big and large. I saw it very big, very shot, and so like I don't know, it's pretty good. I like it. I like what you did with it, like with Spamton being all crumbly, almost like a breaking down mannequin or something. Also, I'm very excited to see your Tenno once, like, you've got it to a place you are comfortable showing it in. Because I understand. I really, really understand, like, not being comfortable with showing your art when it's, like, in a bit of an unrefined state. Or just, like, a state you're not happy with. That's something I'm sort of training myself out of by streaming my entire, like, art process. Is in the age of generative AI, part part of the art becomes the process, right? Like the process is becoming performance. It's part of the point in a lot of art now. And so like why not lean into it? And so I am. I am leaning into it, and it's very cool. He's like, all like generative AI cares about is the product. Let's see. Other things they kind of base them off different puppets and humanoid objects like fragile dolls, Muppets, mannequins, dolls, and other stuff. Also hints a Gaster in his design. Ooh, that's very nice. You want to know something it just reminded me of that makes me really, really think hard. It makes me think hard and long, much like a Peanuts. Haha, funny. But no, like is the device dot or not the device underscore friend image that like you see in the basement is really interesting. And we were like, who is friend? Who the fuck is friend? And then you see the amalgamate at the beginning of chapter 3, like when Ralsei's talking about how none of the Darkners actually exist, even though like I don't know, they're real to us, so like they might as well exist. Right? Like there was that amalgamate that had the friend face. And then like have you gotten the Dark Mantle? I think you said you did. But like, what in the Dark Mantle fight, you also have like summoned enemies that are the friend amalgamate had. So it's like there's something there, and there's something there with like those pink and yellow eyes, like with how Spampton has it with his glasses. Right there's something that there is a design motif there. Oh, and also I saw a thing on the Deltarune Reddit where somebody took off like a bunch of the fancy parts of the spoilers. Oh, I just realized that's massive spoilers for you if you haven't finished playing chapter 4. I'm gonna stop saying that. Okay. Okay, I was just about to say, like, there's some really interesting, like, thoughts that I'm having because there's the design motif of the device underscore friend image that you see in the basement in chapter 2, and like all the yellow and pink. Like there's something there, and I don't know what the hell that is. Also, I saw a post about the night that's really interesting. So you and I basically agree that it's probably Carol. We've talked about this. We've talked about this. What's really interesting though is that somebody looked at the sprites and looked at Dess's like computer. Des is left-handed. December is left-handed, and so is the night. But Carol, all her sprites indicate that she's right-handed, which means that the December night stocks are going up. But that's kind of it makes me a little confused for other reasons. I hope that's not spoilers for you. I hope that's not spoilers for you. I know you fought the knight. I shall change my name, my answer to it's just a holiday family member. Yeah, no, there's like a bunch of little fun details. I'm like, ooh, ooh, ooh. There's something there. Also, the fact that the knight has holes in his hands, like the Mystery Man sprite in Undertale, is very, very interesting. It's very, very interesting. And I'm sure I talked about that before, but boy, are there some really interesting implications for that. Also, there's some pretty interesting, like, boss, like, not motifs, but like some boss stuff that I'm only gonna talk about stuff from like chapters 1, 2, and 3. So don't worry, but it does extend to chapter 4 for stuff I won't talk about. Oh, Pog. I would love to see it. Put it in the Your Art channel. I went into OBS instead of back to my canvas. I'm very silly. Ah, it's only the head. Ah, I see. So, just head. And then Chris breaks the phone on the curb. Oh, Chris, you motherfucker! I love you to bits. What the fuck? I will not elaborate. A small, mildly realistic eye in the shadow of her face. Ah, I see. I gave Chris hyper-realistic bleeding eyes, like Squidward. Like my hero Squidward. And then I saw it, the scary man. And that's how some creepypastas feel sometimes. It's just I opened my window on my PC and there was the scary man there. And don't get me wrong, it's awesome. I love those to bits, but also like they're so silly. And then he Jeff the killed you. Pikachu! Pikachu, it's Slender Man! There we go. Oh, that reminds me, I saw some gameplay streams. Did you know that this game called Slendy Tubbies, which is like Slenderman Teletubbies, is better made than any of the actual like Slenderman games, even though they have the same like core game loop? Weird. Uh, huh. Like it's weird. But also very interesting. Or some might say very, very interesting. Ah, your girlfriend has impeccable taste then, I guess. I haven't played it myself, but I know of it. Hey, yeah, of course you got dragged into it. Man, the amount of stuff that I got dragged into because like one of my now exes were like super into it and I was like, I love it because you love it, and then I gained a genuine interest, almost like Stockholm syndrome, but like for fandom. It's weird. It, it's a weird phenomenon. Like, but anyways, like the amount of times that's happened is insane. Except for the one where you have a gun. Ah, I don't know that one. You know, there's a lot of stuff I need to play, just like in general. Thank you, Nightbot. You're very awesome. You know, I think Nightbot heard Slendy Tubbies and got very excited. And if I do that, then that's awesome. And I can have sort of like a rim light of this. Your Nightbot's nicer than the other Nightbots? Are the other Nightbots aggressive? What do they say? Because I like mine to just be like, hey, did you know that I have cool stuff and that I'd like to hang out with you guys? Like that's what mine are. Are other people being more aggressive? Some Nightbots somehow get moderation permissions without the streamer knowing. Okay. So, fun fact about that, that's because they didn't go into the defaults and change it like I did. I made sure to manually change, I made sure to manually change Nightbot's moderation settings. So that, like, people can talk about the stuff that I find okay, and not the stuff I don't find okay. Which, like, might sound a little egotistical, but also, like, this is my space. But not my space. Rest in peace to that website. I never got to use it. But, you know, like, by default, it considers, like, a lot of queer-centric words to be, like, not cool. So, like, I turn that off. I turn that off. And like it's not like it's targeting them specifically. It's just it's adding them to another system. And so people eventually might be able to get past Nightbot with certain words, but like I'll see them and then I'll be able to like manually do shit. It's fine. One thing I did ban though is the word that the cheap viewer bots keep saying of like go to this website for cheap viewer. And so I banned that word and now it auto flags like whenever they come in. You gotta work smarter, not harder. There we go. Albiana, what kinds of stuff do you say? That like it ends up flagging you. Listen, I know it's not the case, but what would be really funny for somebody to say in that situation is just slurs smiley face. Like that would be so funny. That would be amazing. All I used to do was speak all caps and Oh. Oh, okay. It was flagging you for cap spam. Yeah, there's automatic like anti-spam stuff in Nightbot that I also like had to turn off. Uh like I had that happen too for people. I had to turn those features off for people because they kept going like they kept doing like big laughs in the chat, and it's like laughs are awesome. Let people do like ha 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 over and over. It's fine. And so I went into my settings. Oh, that's so cool. Just, oh, that's so cool. So cool. My computer can't handle the rendering. Oh, that's so cool. God, I love that song so much. I also like the YouTube like Choose Your Own Adventure series he did. I Why am I blanking on the name now? But like at the end there was a reprise version that's like space was cool because like the universe is ending at the end of that show. It's very good. That's another one of those things that like you get into because of the ones you love. And you know what? I'm gonna say it. I still think it's so cool. Water. I am referring to Markiplier. Oh, that's so cool. So cool. My computer can't handle the rendering. There we go. Splendid. Alright, I made sure to save that. And now I'm gonna go work on stuff now, in this art piece that is not gonna be super, necessarily fun for me. But it's also, like, really needed to get done. That being a lot of construction lines. There's just like a lot of construction lines. Turn you off. I might actually need Ben Beckmann on for this. There we go. Yeah, it turns out Markiplier is still peak. It turns out, really cool guy who just generally like makes good stuff. And like, I'm happy for his success. His new show, The Edge of Sleep, which is based on like the podcast, uh, like got put on Tubi, which means I can watch it for free now. It means I can watch it for free, which means I get to enjoy more Markiplier content. Hip hip hooray for Markiplier. I will create a massive clone army of him. Ah. I mean, yeah, fair, but also, like, he has been at it for years, so he probably is very experienced with, like, speaking and making really loud mouth noises just generally for a long time. I accidentally kept Alpha Lock on. That's very cool. Alright, there we go. Very cool. I can actually get rid of the Ben Beckmann shading so that I can see behind him. You know who I really feel bad for with the like the shoutiness in the throat and such? Jack. Sean William McLaughlin. He the way he screams it feels like it would hurt. And I kind of just don't care about PewDiePie. I kind of never did. I really only watched like his Minecraft stuff and then he stopped gaming like almost entirely and then I was like, "You know what? I kind of don't care." And like, "Oh yeah, Daco." Remember have you seen his reaction to like to like beating the like basically the 2020 like equivalent to Ultimate Custom Night? Like that man cried. That man broke down after he won. That that did not feel like a good like that did not feel like a victory. But like he won. Like he's proven he has a nice voice for not yelling, but he can't help but yell for content. Yeah. Yeah, fair. Fair and true. Okay, that's what I did for the angle. I see. I understand now. Unless I don't understand and then I'm a liar. And then I shall become a topic of ridicule in my community. I am now a topic of ridicule in the market community. God, I love Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. It's it's very good, and I can also send a link to like the 6 episode compilation of the TV show in Discord later. Once I also send the Spamton Tenna mashup. There we go. And then from here, I can just kind of do that. I'm gonna lower the volume on my computer because the music's loud on my end, but it sounds good on stream. So I'm gonna keep it the same volume on stream, but not on my stuff. But yeah, no, you talking about people shouting for content reminds me. I want to take a concerted effort to never, ever shout for content. Because like, I don't know, I like my voice. I think I sound very pretty. It's very nice. And so like, I don't know, I don't need to yell. I like I like being able to talk for hours rather than like shouting. Thank you, Nightbot. You're very cool. Mm. I had to get through many notifications. I apologize. Piano, thank you, Nightbot. You're very awesome. You're very awesome. You're very cool. You're the most incredible superhero movie the world has ever seen. Thank you. From viewers like you. Thank you. Let's see if I bend my Beckmann, then I actually get on the layer to bend my Beckmann. So there's that, and then there's I don't know why that was a whole like I don't know why that was the whole screen, but like okay, go off, I guess. I'm just here to bend my Beckmann, dude. You know, I need to move that a little bit down, maybe a little bit like up this way instead. Yeah. This should be good. Yes. Maybe. I forget if I just like made the eye bleed like that. I did. There we go. Alright. Amazing. We are now truly bending our Beckmans. And if I turn that on, and then turn that on, and then turn this on, and then that, where's the background line art? There it is. And then do all that. I kind of like the framing a little bit better. I know it's slight, but I do like it a bit better. It looks way more intentioned. Yo, T-Gray! Yo, how's it going? Long time no see, hi. So you want to know something really funny? So it said that you deleted your account. And so I was like, oh, okay. I guess your shit's gone. But no, hi, welcome back. It's good to see you. As you can see, I've made progress on some stuff. It is currently, let me do some calculations, since you probably use metric. I see. Okay, it's about like 23 degrees Celsius right here. Right now, not too bad. It's been in like the like mid 30s for the past few days, like in Celsius. For context, that is it's been in the 90s Fahrenheit. I'm so glad you like it. I find it's turning out good too. I think the last thing I'm gonna do on this art piece today is gonna be like doing the stool, and then after that I'm gonna do some PNG tuber model designing because I decided that it would be fun to do, so I am. Hmm. Let's see. Brianna, I don't know if I started working with gradient maps like before or after you left, because this is like a massive step up for my stuff. Also, I got Nightbot working, and so I was like, here's my stuff. I think I'm very cool. And I'm very happy. Oh, I forgot to turn these on too. There we go. And I keep forgetting to do the bottles. I keep forgetting. It's very silly. Also, it's your fault that I still have the Steve Le Poisson song as like a vocal tick, as like a vocal stem. Just every once in a while, I go Steve Le Poisson Steve, Poisson Steve, il est orange, il a des bras et des jambes. Le Poisson Steve. Dude, listen. One, I appreciate that greatly. It's nice that you're back. And two, I'm fine if it's in a weird way. I don't care. One of my friends is actively into me. It's fine. I don't care. It's cool. Be and feel as weird as you want, at least as long as you're not gross about it. Il est orange. Il a des bras et des jambes. Le poisson style. Alright, let's see. Yeah, no. Yeah, stool. The funny three-legged stool. I can get good of view. Ah, I assume you're in a monogamous relationship, which is very cool and valid. I personally am also a very chill with polyam people. For instance, Dicey in chat has both a girlfriend, a wife or something, and a partner, or like all three. I forget if it's two or three. But like, I don't like, I don't know. That's the bounds of your relationship. I'm not a part of it. Okay, so monogamous is the word I said. Mono meaning one, uh is referencing like one person, like a grouping of two people, each person only having one partner. Whereas polyam or polyamorous means that you have that there are more than one partner for each person in the group. So like it could be three or more people. Yeah, you're the other one. You're a polyam. polyamorous. I probably shouldn't be shortening it because it's confusing for somebody who's learning a word. Nah, that's fine. I'm not great with words either. I have a very high vocabulary. However, sometimes I forget words as simple as table. I have the same language curse as somebody who's like multilingual, except I don't speak any other languages besides English right now. I'm planning on learning more. There's so many layers that I forget where and what I am doing, and even sometimes who I am. It's very silly. It's very silly, even though I'm like labeling stuff. Man, multiple of my friends have English as their like second or even third language, and so like I don't know. I don't judge people for not knowing words. I don't know a lot of words. I don't care. Like if I know a word, I'm gonna give the definition. It's cool. I wanted some of those weird bread donuts. Ah, yeah, the bagel. Well, no, I pronounce it bagel, which is interesting because I don't pronounce bag as bag. So, like, I have some of that accent vowel shift, but I don't have others. It's very interesting. You've never even eaten a bagel before? Highly recommend. Highly recommend. My personal favorite, and this may sound weird, but the sweet and spicy combo is very good, is a cheddar jalapeno bagel with strawberry cream cheese. It is my absolute favorite. It's so good, and some of my friends make fun of me for it, like in sort of that lighthearted jab kind of way. You know that sort of friendship, making fun of stuff. But still, like I get made fun of it, made fun of for it sometimes. But like, it's good. It's so good. Let's see, where was I? Right, sketch. What about those bread circles with tons of holes in it? Bre- okay, so they're bread circles with tons of holes in it. I don't know because bagels and donuts only have one hole each. But a ton of holes? I mean, like a pie? I mean, not all pies have holes in them, but like that, I don't know. It's a bread circle with stuff in it that has like holes. Especially if it's an apple pie, because then like you do that really nice cross section of like uh of like the bread. Oh no, I actually just forgot the name. Ah, I'm not sure what you're talking about, but like I want to help. I apologize for not quite being able to help there. I was going to tell you, but actually I forgot. I see. Again, it's just like me forgetting words like table or door. It's like I use these words every single day, and yet I forgot. I forgot because I'm very silly. Oh my god, I severed his foot. Um, are you talking about like I don't know, British biscuits? Because I know you're English, so like I'm saying specifically saying British biscuits because I have my own biscuits, and they're different because they come from hardtack. Like they originated from hardtack biscuits, which are different. Oh, pancakes don't really have holes in them, and waffles are square. Well, no, you could be meaning waffle, because like they do come in round. Oh Okay, let's see. What do you poke holes in when you're making them? I mean, crackers? Do you mean crackers? Ah, it's crumpets. Okay. I don't want to look for an area for crumpet. Okay, yeah. So we over here, much like we call much like we call French fries over here. We would call that uh and this is entirely based on what I'm looking up. We would call that an English muffin. That's what we call crumpets here because it's I don't know, naming's weird. Like I knew of the concept of having like tea and crumpets, right? But like yeah, English muffin. We split them in half. We have like sausage, egg, and cheese in the middle, and it's very nice. We can also put like jam and butter in the middle. It's very nice. We we almost eat them similar to like our biscuits. It's just they have a very different texture and like association. I know they're not close to muffins, but that's just what we call them. Hey, hey, at least they're actually from England. French fries are from Belgium. Yes, sir. May I please have an English muffin? Yeah, no, and you'd say that, and you wouldn't sound weird. Now it's looking the same. It's just shorter. Like it looks the same with the same texture and like the same like stuff you'd put on it. We just make them thicker. Let me look at a recipe real quick. Okay. Don't tell me your life story. Don't. Okay. Yeah, it's the same recipe. It's the same. It's just thicker. Yeah, no, that's a lot of what we use them for. I think I've even had one before. It isn't the same at all. I guess the English muffins I've had are weird. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Please, may I have an English muffin? Like, I'm pretty sure if you say that anywhere, like anywhere in the British Isles, they're just gonna give you a muffin, like from England, I guess. Water. And like the difference is a lot less than like the whole biscuit thing, right? I will defend to the ends of the earth that our biscuits are just as valid, and I just kind of like them more. I don't know. I like the versatility of the American biscuit. You can put gravy on them. You can make like a sandwich out of them. You can put like butter and syrup or like some sort of jam or all three of those. here I go, classic American talking about food again. Right, but like I love me some food. And with me working out and trying to bulk up my legs, thighs, and ass because I want to look hot. Uh, like having a bit extra food ain't so bad now, because like you need to eat more food than your body technically needs so that you can bulk up a little. Ah, do I love me some food. Also speaking of food, I don't know if I talked about this with you, Dicey, but this is definitely like a fun food history lesson that I'm going to state. So, so we have something here, and it was invented in Texas, but it's sort of gone all across the United States. Is the chicken fried steak. The reason it's called that is because you tenderize it and then you bread and batter it like you would a piece of chicken, and then you fry it. Right? It's very simple. And I looked up a Wiener Schnitzel, and I was like, huh, it's made pretty similar. I wonder if there's a connection. And it turns out that what would become the chicken fried steak originally came from German immigrants that went over to Texas and brought their schnitzels with them. And so it turns out, yeah, it's just a Wiener Schnitzel, but like breaded differently. Like the breading is different, but like the actual process of it is the same. And also, I don't think Wiener Schnitzel has to be like beef in the same way that like a chicken fried steak does. But anyways, yeah, fun food lesson. And also the reason that we call them hamburgers is not because they're ham. Of course they're not ham, they're beef. It's because the people peddling them a lot were immigrants from Hamburg. Because a hamburger is a person from Hamburg. That's where the word came from. Just fun little food history facts with your funny clown, Bajongles. Well, I'm the whole damn circus, but still, I'm act- I'm actually multiple clowns. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about me being multiple clowns. Let's see. How do I want to go about this? Okay. If I do that, then I could have also made a new layer, but like, why should I bother, really? Get that at the right angle. Man, like I said, I love me some food. Actually, no, I need to make this a new layer. Hold on, let me undo that and then create a new layer. Actually, I had a layer set up. Joy. Joy of joys. Popping many joints. Smoking many boof. Okay, if I just make a circle, then I can just kind of like set that where I will, set that how I may. Yeah, there we go. Wait, so just a reminder question. You're both English, right? I like Dicey, in passing, I saw you like say that you're an Englishman, and so just like wanted to double check. Doesn't matter any, but it's just like an interesting little thing. Like, huh? All right, Pog. Though I am American, born and raised, I am very ethnically English, like incredibly, like to the point where I sweat horribly in this kind of weather. You know what? What really can you do when you live in the place you do? It's really fucking hot in here. But you know, like the other by the other day, I mean yesterday, I got a box fan for my room, and instead of blowing the air in, I'm using it to blow the air out. And that was a very smart move because it is actually kind of nice in my room right now. And it's also helping to like stop the air from um being stuffy because like not only is my window open, but I'm also like blowing that the stale air out. And so it's very fun. Ah, the heat just went up. Oh well. Let's see. How do I do this? I'm trying to remember how I became cool and awesome, and I seem to be forgetting. I All right, Pog. Yeah, no. I mean, yeah, I'm glad you're here. Like again, I'm so glad that you're back. Right? Like I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, oh my god, I'm creepy and weird, but like, not. Like, I enjoy whenever you're in chat, and it was sad to see you go for a while, and I'm glad you're back. Also, congrats on the relationship once again. I one day hope to be the kind of man that men desire, cause boy, do women love me. But the thing is, I like men. And the friend that's really into me is trans femme, and I trans women are women. I believe that very deeply, and so I can't reciprocate the feelings. I still feel bad about that. I still feel bad that I can't reciprocate those kinds of feelings because like she's lovely. I love her to death. She's a very dear friend of mine. Like I just can't get the I just don't have those feelings. Truly a tragedy of Shakespearean proportions. It is a good circle. You know what? You know what? You know what? I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. I have made the best circle who has ever lived. Nobody has made a better circle than I have. No way, no how. The graveliness in my voice just there reminded me. I've been practicing a Krusty voice, like a Krusty the Clown from Simpsons, and it is not to the point where I'm happy with it, so I'm not going to share it. But I will get there, and I'll be able to like perfectly go, hey 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 kids. and I can't. It doesn't mess up like that, right? Like it messed up. But I want to do funny crusty clown bullshit. You messed up that one pixel. Yeah. Thank you, Nightbot. You're awesome. I know I keep complimenting you, but like, oh no, you're cool. I also talk to my appliances like they're people when they're doing something for me. For instance, I talk to my oven when it beeps, or like I talk to my router when the internet's out. It's just something I do. I just kind of like do that stuff. Very delicate tone wise, so I get it. Yeah. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to copy you. Do not resist. I am going to copy you. Do not resist. You know, voice training, much like any other exercise, takes a lot of practice. Which voice is that? Is that like an impression voice, or is it like just sort of a character voice you do? Ouch. Ouch was now below. Oh, it's impression of Ben B. I see. I need to get Dark Revival eventually. Oh, oh God! You forgot to use it. Are you tried to use it as a light, like a flashlight? I know you say torch, and I know what you mean, and I'm sure you know what I mean. There's a bunch of highs and lows, but I'm stuck at the mid range. I've had that with my voices sometimes. You don't have to. You just have to like do work to improve your range. It's a lot of similar exercises to how like singers improve their range. So as I practice singing, I'm also going to get better with voice acting. And I heard this advice from I forget who, but it's like a voice actor. Let me see. Plus it's one of those prep time needed voices, so it sucks. Oh yeah, yeah, I've had those. Yeah. But yeah, no. Uh, I I heard from this voice actor that like if you're able to sing in a voice, you can speak in that voice a lot easier. And so that's something that I try and do. So like for instance, at the beginning of If I Were a Rich Man, it's just, oh dear Lord, you've made many poor people. Of course, there's no shame in being poor, but there's no great honor either. Like that voice. It's still not perfect, but it's definitely a lot better. Just, would it be a shame if I had a small fortune? Right? Like I'm improving. I'm improving in many art forms, including like voice acting. I actually think these legs are pretty good perspective wise, so I'm just gonna like kind of copy them from my below sketch. Oh god, Tigray, you weren't here for this, but I discovered a voice that I can do that I find really funny. I call him the British Blobule.
I am the British Blobule. I yearn for the children to go back in the mines.
It's very good. On this artwork, a lot, a lot. I could probably go back to see, like, how long all the recordings were put together. But, like, a lot.
I am the Galabgo Gumgalab.
Indeed. Indeed I am. Man, I can't believe Scott Cawthon helped make the Gubgalub. I am the Galabgo Gubgalub, the Schwibba I am the Shibbity Libra kind. I am the yeast of thoughts and minds. I am the yeast of thoughts and minds. What do you think, Marmalade? Keep it away from me. Keep it away from me. Wait. Keep it away from me. I think the biggest thing I need to work on with my skills, with my voice acting skills, is that I need to get better with accent work. And that is definitely a thing I'm practicing. I also need to improve my range because I also want to do some fun, like, higher pitch voices, but not like the highest I can go. Because there's a weird, like, middle range of voice that I can't do yet. But, like, I can do higher than that, and I can do a lot of lower than it. But there's, like, just this middle range where my voice stops.
I am the Galabgo Gumgalab.
Ah, congrats on the red name. It might not show up on stream. It's showing up on stream. It's showing up on my chat, certainly.
I am the yeast of thoughts and minds.
Now, there's one fine of the person running away from the vacuum cleaner is me and that fucking thing. I really need to draw the British Blobule. He 100% has to have a top hat. Like no doubt. It is now 76 degrees Fahrenheit. Thank you, some German scientist or someone discovering the measurement of Fahrenheit. That accent was terrible. Put me down like the old yeller. Let's see, which one should I? Which layers? There's so many layers. My art piece is much like an ogre. It has layers. Let me get to stool.
I'm going to stool.
You sketched the British Blobule?
Show me my form. Show me my delectable blobule form. Show it to me.
Oh, splendid.
Holy shit, it's the British blobule.
Let's see, I need to get rid of that so that I can, actually no, I can keep that there. I just need, I need the cut.
I'm Lucky Roo, go into my mouth. Hey, Luffy, being a pirate is great. You have freedom. Yo.
And then they dance around and and then shoot somebody really quickly.
I am the British Blobule.
There's like a really specific thing I learned to do with like blocking parts of my mouth with my tongue in a very specific way to get that sort of a noise that the blobule has. What you just described like a Sir Pelo gag, like a Senor Pelo. It kind of does, but I cut out a few events, but that is just kind of what happens. Basically, little kid Luffy here gets kidnapped by a bandit, and then Lucky Roo over here, this fat guy, moves faster than the eye can see, right next to somebody with a gun pulled like to his head, and then just like shoots him, like shoots him dead. That'll have all of this in one episode. It's awesome.
Luffy, being a pirate is great. Freedom is the greatest thing in the world.
That's not his voice, by the way, but it's just a voice that I like to do. He's like this old sea captain, just like, almost like a Mr. Krabs, just
Mr. Squidward. Welcome to Pride Month.
also very similar to Hagrid, because I feel like the accent probably comes from a very similar place, like geographically.
Luffy, Luffy, check this out, I'm free. Bang! Bang, zoom, right in the kisser.
Okay, let's see. I just remembered, where are you in Undertale Yellow? I am fighting Axis. I'm fighting Axis right now. And I did a 7-hour stream. It is a VOD on Twitch right now, and it will be a VOD on YouTube by Sunday. But yeah, no, like I did a 7-hour Undertale Yellow stream on Sunday, not yesterday, on Sunday. My bad. And 4 of those hours was fighting Axis, and I still haven't beaten him. He's kicking my ass. 7 hours. Yeah. Sans Undertale popped it on my in my Twitch chat, by the way. Sans the Funny Bone Man showed up. It was epic, and I got raided by someone. And yet we saw Wing It beat it quickly, low skill issue. Yeah. Yeah. The fake gamer sign has been nailed to my 5 head. There we go.
A funny little skill issue.
Also, there's this there's this really old like NPC from one of my like very old D&D games. Like, this was my very first D&D game. It sucked. It was a bad game. But also it was really fun, and I'd like to revisit it and like redo it with my current skills now. But anyways, that being said, who's like this almost like mining baron, like, crab? Like, he's not a crab person. He's like an actual crab with like a mustache and a top hat and like a monocle. And his famous quote is,
By Jove, what is this? You smell like whore. To the mines with you.
and then like he grabs you and throws you into the mines, into the coal mines with the other children.
The, ch- the children yearn for the mines. They simply yearn.
He is still one of my favorite voices to do. It's so fun. And I named him Eugene because of funny Mr. Krabs' money, money, money.
Hello, I like money.
I'm very proud of it. I'm very happy. I'm very happy with him specifically. The rest of the game was kind of mid. They bypassed half of the game because they just said, "No, I don't want to go through the jungle," and it very fair on their part. Very fair and also awesome and cool. God, but yeah, no, but Axis. Axis is big hard for me. Oh, congrats on being in your first game. I've been playing since like 2018, so at this point I've been at it for a while now. I don't run games much because I'm busy with things. But I do play a lot. I play multiple times a have you played the new Deltarune? I am fairly new at actually playing fan games. But I should probably play Deltarune. Uh speaking of Deltarune, it came up earlier in stream. Like before you showed up, I think. Really fun how that turns out. I guess it's just a sign from the universe that I should really play Deltarune. Oh, do you just mean Deltarune? Or is it Deltarune? Like a fan game that's like it's even. Because I heard Deltarune before. This stream if I look back. I my brain might be gaslighting itself. I think you mean Deltarune? Yeah. I have not played it, but I know everything. I know everything. I'm making sure to know as much as possible about Deltarune. The reason is I don't have the 25 USD. I don't have the 25 United States dollar. Oh yeah, no, it's just like an uptick in quality all around. Oh, also a T Gray. You know, it's not like announced on any social media, but you see it at the very end of chapter 4. Deltarune chapter 5 is announced for next year. Oh, you mean Deltarune? Then no, I haven't checked it out. I need to. I also don't know anything about it, but I'm gonna look it up. And also I'm gonna look it down. Maybe I'll look it left and right too. Who knows? Either way, I'll take a look at it. You reminded me. I need to draw Wingaster the Royal Scientist again. Like I said last time I talked about this. I haven't drawn Gaster since like middle school. And I was going through a tough time in my life then, so a lot of my Gaster art was edgy. As in the original one that Toby Fox made? I see. I'm looking up how you spelled it. And it is not coming up. I don't think. Everything that's coming up is just Deltarune. So there's Deltarune, which is like like how it's spelled as Delta and Rune, as in like, you know, a rune, like sort of a Futhor ass runes. You know, sort of like the pre-Latin written language of a lot of the Germanic peoples. Because it is a rune. The symbol of the Delta rune is a rune. But I'm sure Delta. Yeah, I guess in some accents, ruin and rune sound very similar, and so I don't blame you for getting confused. Yeah, Delta rune.
My desert, my Arrakis, my Delta Rune.
Thank you, Baron Harkonnen. You're really weird, and I want you to get away from like the young boy that looks like your nephew, please.
My desert, my Arrakis, my Delta Rune Chapter 4.
Also, you want to know something really fun? So you've probably noticed that I've been trilling my R's when I do certain accents. That's not very common of a thing for like American English speakers such as myself to have the ability to do. And so I consider myself very lucky. I did practice to trill my R's sometimes, but like still.
My Arrakis.
It also allows me to do other funny accents and impressions. God, there's so much I want to talk about from like chapter 4, but neither of you have gotten to like the point that I'm thinking of, so I'm holding back. Oh, you got spoiled? I'm sorry. Did I spoil you, or was it someone else? I really don't don't want to be the one that accidentally spoiled it for you, because that would suck. That'll be a bad thing for me to do, like just morally speaking. And I'm trying to get better at not spoiling people on things that I'm really excited about. The internet. So do you know the final boss of chapter 4 then? Because that is meant to be a reveal that is very cool and very awesome, and I don't want to spoil it for anybody. So Tigray, uh, do your damnedest to avoid spoilers on Deltarune Chapter 4, because I desperately want you to experience that for yourself. Experience that amazingness for yourself, please. I have some things to say, and I will hold back. I don't know. I just got no. I was spoiled on an entire oh! I know what you're talking about. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry you got spoiled on that. You know, like get to it as fast as you can, please, so that you don't get spoiled. You see, I personally spoil myself on things on purpose, especially when I can't get it myself immediately. I'm trying so hard. Heads or tails? Tails. All right, what did he get? And what was the coin flip for? Anyways, I just like pulled out Attack of the Killer Queen, like just out of my brain there, and that wasn't even what I was trying to do. If it was his, I was going to search up Deltarune and click on the first thing that pops up, and hope I don't get a spoiler. Oh, what did you get? Did you get Tails? Did I guess right? Did I save you? Did I save you from a spoiler? Did I save you from John Spoiler, the man who spoils the world? The man who spoiled the world. There we go. That was good. Okay, good. Okay, good. Saved by the clown once again. My hand is getting kind of shaky right now. That's fine. That should be fine.
Wrong layer, clunk.
Let me see. There we go. Okay. And then I can rework that to be actually where I want it to be on the shoe. Okay, I apologize. However, I've been very good at staying hydrated. What that means, though, is that I will be back shortly. Sit back, relax, get some water, get some snacks. Just enjoy the good music. I'll be back as soon as I can. Alright, I'm back. Let me get rid of the BRB text on my screen. How are you? Did you sit back? Did you relax? Did you enjoy the music? Did you make sure to get yourself hydrated? I forgot to. I'll do that later. I've already drunk a fair amount of water today. And it's going to be, and it already is, much colder than it was. It's actually 78 degrees Fahrenheit, which for you Celsius users is 25 and a half roughly. So like I'm gonna round it up to like 26 degrees Celsius. Not too bad. Not too bad. It's actually quite pleasant. What sucks is the humidity. I live next to a creek.
Ah, fuck yeah. I drew Gaster.
Also, can I just say I really like your art style for the British globule. is very good. God, there. I'm gonna put it in the Discord once I find it. Is there's a specific set of like animations that are probably like my favorite like fan version of Gaster. Here it is. No advertisements. I'm not addicted to opium. The only thing I'm addicted to is sugar and caffeine. Putting you into Discord now. It should be the right link. Yep, there it is. Basically, it's like using Gaster, like pre Goopy Gaster, pre Mystery Man Gaster, and pairing him with Dr. Farnsworth from Futurama's audio. Oh, I just realized I forgot to get rid of that. There we go. And like it's like my favorite version of that kind of Gaster. That is my favorite Wing Gaster, the Royal Scientist.
I am the. You see someone addicted to opium and you think that of me? No, I am the opium.
Also, because I've been working on my thighs, they've already gotten bigger and more firm, which means I get to wear my fancy fancy striped long socks, my thigh highs, if you will. So I'm wearing those today, and they're actually staying on. They can actually stay on now. My thighs are bigger. I'm so happy with this advancement in my body. It's very good. You see, because I'm tall, I had to get a bigger size, but that means that they were a bit too wide. They were a bit too loose on me. But now they're much less so. But, you know, I can feel and see like actual progress on my body, and that feels good. If you probably couldn't tell by how I talk about art and stuff, I love progress. I love making progress. I love improving. Not even necessarily for a finished goal. Right? Like, I don't necessarily care about finished product, even though finished product is nice. What matters to me is the improvement and the progress. God, I would fall so hard to Slanesh, not for the sexy reasons, but for, like, the self-improvement reasons. Like, the wanting to become better and more. Like, I'd be gotten. I just realized I'd be gotten. I'd be snatched. Like, if we're talking Slanesh 40k, I'm screwed. Somehow, not literally. My friends are like, oh yeah, you're asexual, so you probably wouldn't fall to Slanesh. Nah, fuck that. Nah, fuck that. I care enough about self-improvement and like making myself better and promoting that sort of like progress-based mentality rather than finished product-based mentality in other people. I'd get got. I'd get corrupted. Damn. There was only one of you until you split the world in two, and tears out to the floor when you were gone. Feeling frozen to the bone, we must go back to your tombstone, the ceiling stars we wish upon. Dr. Gaster. I love that song, and I love that animation that the Winterer did. She's wonderful. Her art's great. Like the day before the new chapters of Deltarune came out, she released like probably my favorite version of Big Shot that I have probably ever seen. And it's very good. It's very good. She's an amazing musical artist. Feeling frozen to the bone, we must go back to your tombstone, the ceiling stars I wish upon. Dr. Gaster. You want to know what's fucked about that song? I feel like the person that wrote that song might be right about Gaster. Sort of like how the Living Tombstone is like weirdly right about like FNAF lore. Like in all of their like FNAF music. And like obviously there's enough that or not enough. There's a lot that we like do know and a lot that we kind of know and a lot of stuff that we think we know about Gaster. Like the fact that the new chapters have a lot more music that has the Gaster motif in it, and I feel like somebody needs to look into that. I might later. I'm not great with like actually understanding motifs though and like what they mean. But like I could try and do that. Cuz like despite all the other unlike all the other Gaster looking stuff, the Knights hit for Gaster in the music. Yeah, no, Gaster's all over the music. Right, like they're like a lot of people that are also connected to the Knight have the Gaster's theme in it. But the Knight's music, the actual like, you know, Black Knife, the song that plays when you're fighting the Knight, has no Gaster motif. It certainly doesn't have the Freedom motif. Yeah, good thing Matt Pat retired. Now he doesn't have to do this work, now it's everyone else. But man, you're talking about theory people, like, putting in the work. Cunningham is gonna have to do a lot of work. Like, you know the person that did the original, like, Gaster motif video with, like, the funny machine stuff? The guy who made Random Access Mayhem? Uh, the video game... Uh, he's gonna have to go into a lot of work going forward. All the theory people are gonna have to like put in a lot of work. But hey, that's just a theory, a gay theory. Let me bend up my Beckmann. I'll get the sketch in. Then I can do stool shading. And if I get rid of that, I can bake my cake and eat it too. I don't need to do a newer. And also the Switch 2 is amazing, but hey, that's just a theory. A console theory. Thanks for watching. I'm not going to get it. Because there's a thing, so they are so scared of people like hacking and doing like piracy stuff that if there's like some latent issue with any sort of voltage, let's say you like put an old game cartridge in there, because like Switch 1 cartridges work on Switch 2, I think. Either way, or like any second hand cartridge, right? Including one that was like wiped of save data. It could have a slightly different voltage. And then the Switch 2 sees that and goes, "Oh, you're trying to hack me," and then bricks the machine. And I'm not a careful enough person to avoid that kind of thing happening, so I kind of don't trust myself with the Switch 2. Like the games that are both on it and are gonna like be on it later are amazing, right? And they are worth the console price. The console is very fairly priced. It's just again, I don't know if I'm gonna like get it or like be able to get it. I could probably like eventually get it second hand if I wanted to. Also, there's stuff that's different between the regular version and the Switch version of them of the games of Deltarune. And it's very interesting because both versions of a thing I'm talking about are very good. Yeah, let me get rid of that. Let me put you. But hey, that's just a theory. A gay. Thanks for watching. Still, still shading. If I raise you up to, I don't know, 28 again, I think 28's a good number. Not as good as 27, but you know. So I need you. And I only want you gone. Oh, I'm debating on this, but I wanted to get your guys' input. Should I once I'm done with Undertale Yellow, should I go straight into Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga, or should I like do a stream and go, here's Portal and Portal 2? Because like I've played through those games twice on stream now and I like them a lot. But hey, that's just a theory, a gay theory. It rhymes with grug. I call it a drug. It rhymes with grug. Oh, that reminds me, because of the way I say drug, is that there is a sound change that most native speakers of English don't know about. Is that when there's a D or a T sound in front of an of the rhotic R, you know, the noise, it changes. So, for instance, the word tree is tree, but it sounds like tree with like the ch, and drug is drug, but it sounds like drug. But just know the little kitty in me wants Portal. I see. Well, I want Portal as well, so I'm gonna go with Portal. Fun fact: I'm good enough at those games that I can do both games in like one stream. I've done it like twice before now. I did it very early on in my streaming time this year, and I did it again later. I love Portal. I also have most of the Half-Life games that I could play, but that's for like a big marathon thing of like I'm playing all of Half-Life 1 and 2 plus the episodes. So like that's a different thing. That's a very different thing. But that is a thing on the list. I love Mad Dummy. I love Mad Dummy. She's wonderful. And if you don't know, yes, Mad Dummy is a woman. She's a trans woman. And she finds out that she really likes being in the Mew Mew doll body. And specifically the Switch version of Undertale. She's wonderful. She's an amazing character. Man, so I guess once I'm done with Undertale Yellow, I'll be playing Portal again. It's been a while since I've played Portal 1 and 2. You know what I could also do? I could also add in like the Portal Still Alive mod pack. Because I specifically got Portal Still Alive on Xbox Arcade when I was a kid. And so that's the version that I'm nostalgic for. Is, you know, the one that still had Portal like regular content but also had all the Still Alive content. I enjoy your transition arc, maybe a little too much. My girlfriend accidentally said that to me. Oh, yeah, and I immediately responded, "That's a woman." God, God, I'm sure you guys probably know about like the Lorax, like the Illumination Lorax. My friends and I really like to joke about the Lorax because there's the line that's very unintentionally funny of him going, "That's a woman?" But like instead him looking down at his hands and going, "I'm a woman?" I don't know, it's very funny. Just like coming to that realization is very funny to me. Just, I'm a woman? Yay! Same brain. I call it a thermonuclear warhead. Rhymes with grub. You know, it's really easy for me to do the Grug voice because Nicolas Cage is from California. Here in Oregon, we get a lot of our accent from down in California. It's just like SoCal's a bit different. It's a bit more distinct. It rhymes with grub. I call it a ride. Rhymes with grub. God, now I'm imagining like Grug protesting a genocide, being like, genocide does not rhyme with Grug. And like, it's very funny. It does not rhyme with Grug. That is the wrong one. Well, not the wrong one, but anyway. I call it gay pride. It rhymes with grog. I think it's Nina. Oh yeah, the voices that I can do well. But no, like I said, Nicolas Cage is really easy for me because like we have that geographical close, like relative closeness, and also cultural closeness to California. I call it sloppy gay sex. It rhymes with grub. And remember, never not be afraid. It's very good. I like doing voices. Exactly. And you can't forget about recreational drug use. He also does that because drug. I call it a drug. Rhymes with grog. Do you think there's like some sexist person out there that's like, women do not rhyme with grog? Because like that would be very funny to see, but also I don't. Grug isn't sexist. He has a lot of his own issues, but sexism is not one. Brother, I have 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. What doesn't rhyme with grug? Oh, like sexist people going, women don't rhyme with grug. I think that would be very funny to see, but also like tragic, because that is misrepresenting grug. You know what? I think women do rhyme with grug. And it's really nice to see like the Crudes becoming this big meme going on because I like the Crudes. I always have. Like I watched the original movie when it was like new. I remember really liking it. Ba 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 da ba ba da ba 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 da ba 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 ba. Yeah, exactly. He's not sexist. He just hates his mother. I'm hungry in a minute. I love that bit so much. Just the in a minute. Also, I hope when I'm doing stuff like that, I'm not being too loud. I'm trying not to be like really shouty. I do not want to be the shouty man from Horrible Histories. Hi, I'm Shouty Man. I'd like to introduce you to new Victorian child. And of course, there's a stupid deaths, they're funny 'cause they're true. Stupid deaths, so next time it's not you. So good. Oh my god. Hi, I'm Shouty Man. Fun fact, I have the entire Horrible Histories book collection. I have them all. I have the entire big, massive, heavy box of Horrible Histories books. Hi, I'm Shouting Man. I'm here to introduce you to old medieval piss. An actual bit, by the way. Pretty fun, pretty cool. I think it would be a funny prank to have a time machine go back in time to like the Middle Ages and like introduce people to bleach and like give them bleach to clean with, but not tell them that mixing it with stuff like piss or like any ammonia based thing is a bad idea. And just like watch, and then just watch what happens. Don't mix these two cleaning things. And then they create like, what was it, mustard gas? During breaks and lunches, and she put it on for me. Oh, that's wonderful. It's amazing when you manage to like have a good teacher. God, I love Horrible History so much. Oh my god. Listen, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be completely honest. Horrible Histories and Doctor Who are like the two main like best things that England has ever exported. I apologize for the coughing. I don't know why I don't know why the Pokemon coughing is here. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. Don't give him his jacket. Don't give him his jacket. Okay, so that stew is done. Do that. Turn the people shading on. Get the filter on. And then, wait. There we go. Wasn't very kind. In fact, I failed history. Lol. Yeah, that happens. I had an English teacher, where for the first like couple years, I was consistently failing. Right? I was consistently failing the class. And then over like the pandemic, like 2020, in my junior year of high school, I got placed with like an actually good teacher. She was wonderful. Oh my god. And she like actually had us read really interesting stuff like Persepolis. Very good, very good. And I ended up getting a B in that class. Actually, no, I think I got an A in that class. And then she retired, unfortunately, and then I moved to another person who was less cool. But then I got a B. I got a B in that class. So I'm starting to think that it was just the teacher that I had that sucked. But like, that stuff kind of just happens. Stupid deaths are funny 'cause they're true. Stupid deaths. Hope next time it's not you. God, I love Horrible Histories Death so much. Oh wow, it is. Hold on, let me calculate degrees. Okay, it is now officially 27 degrees Celsius, 81 degrees Fahrenheit. It's feeling a lot more bearable. Oh my god. Also, hey, I have an orange. I have an orange. I'm about to eat Steve le Poisson. Man, I'll rip on you failing history because the replacement teacher. Sometimes they're a bad teacher and sometimes they're a bad person, but sometimes it's just because like their teaching style doesn't gel with you specifically. I've had to learn that a lot like as I went to school, is that sometimes like a certain teacher works really well for some students and then just for some reason doesn't for others. I'm eating Steve. Flint and steel. I need to draw Steve Le Poisson as like Minecraft Steve. Steve. La 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 ba. Chicken. Steve's of a chicken. Tastes so nice. Oh, mama's ringing that bell. Oh, also, speaking of vocal stems, one that I've picked up recently is oh fuck yeah, congrats. You know, speaking of vocal stems, also don't mind me. I mean, I'm just eating Steve real quick, and after that, I already saved it. I'm gonna switch projects to working on character design for PNG YouTuber models. Because this is the progress I wanted to make today. You know, there's a specific part of the stipendiums ad infinitum. You know, is there. Sorry. Sometimes I forget that they're non-binary, and I just remembered. But you know, like a specific part of their Spamton song, where they go, want it, need it, don't you see? But if you want to make that screen green, you're gonna need my chroma key. Like that's become a vocal stem for me, and it's a problem. It's a problem, and I specifically got it because that's a soundbite that's used for the Winterers like Big Shot cover. Want it, need it, don't you see? But if you want to make the screen green, you're gonna need my chroma key. Steve has now been eaten. There we go. And now I can close that. You know, God, I love Spamton, and I don't want him to be forgotten in the grand scheme of things as stuff continues. Because like he's awesome. He's very cool. I don't like what I've done here. I don't like this, but this is a first pass. And that's cool, and that's fine.
Well done. Well done. Steve has eaten le poisson.
Steve le poisson Steve. poisson Steve, il est en jeu. I've talked about this before, but it's really interesting. In the Steve Le Poisson song, the way I say orange, like the je at the end, really feels specifically like Louisiana French, like the way they make that sound, and I don't know how to like clarify what I mean by that, but there's just this very specific like je noise that feels very Louisiana French, in the same way that like the old lady from Princess and the Frog pronouncing it guaranteed, like guaranteed, is like also very Louisiana French. And I mean, it makes sense because she's a Louisiana Bayou woman, right? Like she's a cute little grandma witch that lives in the bayou. All right, let's see. What shall I do? I want to have like the big shoulders, but also the a big point of this character is that he's fat. He's a fat man. He's a big fat rabbit guy. He's in fact a big chungus, a big chunky boy. He's such a big bungus. Oh, you're overjoyed. Oh, fun fact: the person who made that specific like big chungus song transitioned. Good on her. I hope her transition's going well. Oh, he's a big chungus. He's a big chunky boy. Oh, such a big bungus. Oh, you're overjoyed. He's such a big chunky boy. Oh, big and terrible chungus such as he. Such as he. God, people are complaining about the memes now that like Gen Alpha and younger are like participating in and talking about brain rot and such. Like we didn't have just as brain rotty material. It was our brain rot. Such a big chungus. He's a big chunky boy. Oh, such a big bungus. Overjoyed. Oh, the big chunky boy. A big and terrible chungus such as he. Such as he. Big chungus. Actually, something I could do is I could make the ringleader not even my funny character Don Bon. I could have him be somebody completely different. Uh, that's very possible and very epic if I decide to. Because he's fat. He's fat. I like him because a large reason because he's fat, and I like the belly. I'm completely transparent about this. I'm being completely transparent about some of the thing I'm into. Very pleasing aesthetically. But like I might do something different because what I really want, like with the power of the shoulder pads, is to have like a very upside down triangle, like pointy pose. Ah, you're going out. Yeah, good night, man. Thanks for popping by. Congrats on the relationship once again. And also, I'm glad you're back. Steve le poisson Steve, poisson Steve, il est orange, il a des bras, et des jambes, le poisson Steve. Another inspiration I might add into this is Tenna. Funny Tenna man, Tenna boy. Mr. Antenna's TV time. He is an incredibly based and cool character. And very fun. He's a big banger. Overjoyed. He's such a big chunky boy. I also like the silhouette of like the shoulder pads with like a longer neck. Right, like this is cool. What if I had like, I don't know, a head like this? That and I know that looks like a penis. I will not solve the problem. Have him be sort of like one of those nutcracker looking puppets, maybe. Have a big funky mustache. Have the eyes. I may be repurposing an older character of mine named Festus. Who was a funny arcade boy. Funny boy from a Funland and arcade idea that I had. You could also, I mean, you could call him the friend inside me. Friend inside me. Oh, also, I made a post about this on Blue Sky. It's very possible that Chapter 5 involves the flower shop. Because now with, uh, not gonna say that, but like, I fully feel like there's gonna be multiple Dark Worlds. In Chapter 5, that just seems right to me. Or like, a big Dark World. You know, either or. And so it's very possible to have the flower shop. And in chapter 3, it's established that that Asgore really liked this like now canceled cowboy show. That would bounce baby Chris up like on his knee as like the horse rides. Right? Incredibly adorable and sweet. I love Asgore so much. And so it's it's very possible. It's possible, and this is me coping. It is me coping, molding, and perhaps even seething. When it's possible we could still get friend inside me. We could still get the friend inside me. I'm holding out hope to have a friend inside me. Wait a minute. He's like that friend inside me could just be a shitpost. However, device underscore friend. The friend faced amalgamate at the beginning of chapter 3. Stuff that you haven't seen yet, Dicey. And Friend Inside Me, the song, leads me to believe it really leads me to believe that friend is going to be important and friend is going to be inside of somebody. So unless all of these connections are bullshit, like Mike, well, Mike wasn't bullshit, but Mike was purposefully made to be like a big theory thing in the community for like ever, so that it could be like overturned for comedy, and boy is it funny. Oh my god, I love Mike. I love Pluie. I love Mike and Pluie. Also, one of the Mikes is named the Jongler, and the Jongler's book of tricks is in Chris's room in chapter 2, and also how did they get my book of tricks? Me, Bajongler, how'd they get that? Imagine it's all just Lancer eating a VHS of the cowboy show. That's very likely, and I would not be mad. If that happened, I would not be mad. I love Lancer. I love Lancer. He can do no wrong. Lancer can do zero wrong. I really like this sort of like animatronic ass design that I could go with. I don't like what I did here specifically. I don't like this, but I like the idea that I had by drawing it, so it's still worthwhile. It's still worthwhile and cool. Oh hey, it's still 78 degrees Fahrenheit. I saw they coming with Fahrenheit. I'm traveling at the speed of light. I wanna make a supersonic man out of you. Don't stop me now. I'm having such a good time. Having a ball. Anyways. I pressed a hotkey. I didn't mean to. But you know, like, it would be really cool because it's Alphys has lent Asgore a bunch of comics, and Asgore loves the old Western show. Plus, like, the flower shop is very possible that if the flower shop becomes a dark world, we're gonna have a very, very, very interesting dark world. You know, very, very interesting, darker yet darker, the whole shtick. That's what I'm Oh, I dropped a thing. That's what I'm hoping for. However, if Toby Fox never ends up going through with that, I'm not gonna be upset because Toby Fox is a really good writer. And so what he's gonna come up with is probably gonna be like just as good or better. This one does? Or just like a bunch of people's like friend inside me like boss ideas. I do love me the Walton Files. I sort of fell off of it after a certain point for like story reasons that I thought were just kind of mid. But like there's a lot of it, especially near like the beginning where it's like still a bunch of mystery. Oh yeah, my drawing. Yeah, it does kind of look like Walton Files. I like the artist. I like the art style. I love the storytelling like early on. It's very fun. Have a big, differently colored, also wooden nose. By the way, this person is gonna be made out of wood. I think, sort of like I'm a real boy. I'm a real boy. Do you love me, Papa? What, welcome to the grand circus. What, welcome, one and all. Like just sort of a broken, like almost broken tape sounding like repeating yourself. So, like sort of vibe from his character. You are in for a world of amazement and wonder. Don't fall off the edge of your seat, folks. Keep the daddy issues at home, wood boy. Indeed. Now I have had daddy issues in the past that I've been working through in therapy. Therapy is very good. I will not go into those, but I do have them. But being called wood boy. Keep your wood in your pants, wood boy. I do not care for your mahogany. Or your Sitka spruce. I do not care for your Douglas firs or your Western red cedars. I do not even care for your ponderosa pine, wood boy. If you couldn't tell, I was just like naming, well, besides mahogany, I was just naming a bunch of native tree species in my region. All of which that I love. I have an idea. Tentacles out the eye. I know this happens with my funny clown mask in like my profile picture and on just me, the character of me, Bajongles. But also, it's a very nice design aesthetic for me. I really like the like tentacles sprouting out of an eye socket look. I don't know, I just like tentacles. I can actually erase this middle part and do something cool. Let me just whip out this eye real quick. There we go. Amazing. Amazing and splendiferous. You kind of like similar, but not exactly the same. Elaborate. Like my characters are dice with eyes as dots, and sometimes the eyes can be mouths. Ah, that's also that like eye mouth thing is a thing that I also do, but I don't have very often because I keep forgetting to draw teeth. But like teeth over the eyes. So like there's an eye in the middle of a mouth is very, very fun aesthetic for me. Okay, and if I open the mouth like so, have it hang down like that, because after all, it is sort of a nutcracker mouth. Teeth are very fun, it's just I forget to sometimes. I think I may have established what the head looks like now. I really like this. Oh, you and your nuts, Jongi. Balls. I just lean in, just a vine boom plus a slow plus reverb, just balls. I can't I can't believe Chris got my book of tricks. This must be rectified. Okay, let's see. I think the top hat having a sort of flat brim like that makes sense. They don't need to have this kind of flat brim, but they often do. I I'm amazed how much I enjoy this design already. Greetings and salutations. Doing a little cheeky gaster break there, but sort of breaking the motif by keeping it going over there. Splendid. Splendid. We can now begin. Thank you, 3 o'clock alarm. Very cool. Oh, yeah. Halloween. Well, Halloween doesn't happen until October, so I need to do other stuff first. But like, it probably would be, it would be good to get on top of that sort of stuff. Then have a shading there because I'm epic. I'm having chalky milk because I'm epic. I'm not really having chalky milk, but I can if I wanted to. Ah, what do you have planned, or perhaps is it a silly little secret? Alright, there we go. Mustache is having a fun time over there, being not perfect and tidy. Exactly how I want it. Oh, it's Postra. I love Postra. I was showing my funny character, my tentacle creature in like an early design idea for the fortune teller character that I'll get to showing you the design for once I get to working on that. Uh but like, she said like, wow, this is a lot like Postra. I'm like, damn, I didn't even realize, but I guess I was inspired by Postra. And so I am wearing that inspiration on my sleeve. I'm wearing that Clyde inspiration on my sleeve. It was not intentional, but whatever. There we go. Well, it's good to have that on my color palette regardless. Oh yeah, no, definitely same. What's my favorite video of his? I forget what my favorite. Oh yeah, his I Have No Mouth and I'm a Scream video is probably one of my favorites. It is definitely a more recent one, but it is one that I enjoy a lot. I'm not gonna like do line art for any of this stuff yet. I'm just trying to get the designs down. I also really like Fiznom. You probably know him, Toxic Cesspit Slime Guy, from YouTube streaming. Also a friend of Pastra. I love him to bits. He's great. His recent Deltarune stuff is how I learned about all the shit because like he found all the eggs and got all the secret bosses. And I believe also ended up getting all the shadow crystals. And it's very cool. There we go. Ba da 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 da. Ba da. Ba da da da. Ba There we go. Wonderful. Splendid. Quite splendid. I need to watch the new Wallace and Gromit. I've heard it's insanely good. I watched some stuff on like how the effects in it were done, and I am so deeply impressed. The was it like Revenge Must Foul? I God, I need to watch it. It looks so good. I love claymation and like stop motion. I mean, I'm in the Portland Metro. Of course, I like that shit. That's like a main artistic export. Is like stop motion. And I say that positively. We need more of it in the world because it's beautiful. I also really like puppetry. Puppetry is very interesting, and I think there needs to be more of it. Yeah, that is very good. That is very good. I'll get back to his design later. I'll do more like body. I get more body, but I wanna work on like a design for a very particular character that I wanted to get the design down for, and that is my Uncle Traveling Matt inspired. You go, you goofed up your PNG tuber. You goofed it up. Wait, you stream? Pog. I need to check that out whenever that happens, or like do YouTube of some variety. But yeah, no, I've definitely been there. I've definitely been there. Where this is the fifth time. Why am I not getting this correctly? And it makes me like question my ability as an artist. And then I move on to a new project, and then I cook. I cook so verily. Oh, you're planning to? Yeah. Yeah. Try it out. Make sure you like it. Maybe like try it out for like a week or a month. See if you have what it takes, and then just like go for it. I will say that you have to be comfortable with streaming to nobody for a while. Cuz like if you're not comfortable with doing that, then you're not going to have a good time starting off streaming. That's definitely something you have to be able to do, and I found out that I'm able to do it, and I still enjoy the process, which is why I'm still here and I'm enjoying it, and I'm even ramping up my production on stuff. Like again, PNG tuber models. I have no time to. I'm trying to think about the body shape of this Uncle Traveling Matt style like explorer man. I definitely want it to be more Muppety, than like this. Yeah, no, that's what I mean. Like nobody watching, like no, without viewer count. Like, like you'll have to be comfortable with streaming to no viewers. I mean, I'll certainly go watch when I can. I think I already followed you. Like your account because you're cool. No, I didn't. I will follow now. There you go. You have a new follower. Oh, Pog. But yeah, no. Have there's the follow. You're cool. I'd like to check out your streams whenever you do it. What kind of stuff are you planning on streaming? Just like random stuff, or like, do you have anything specific? Let's see if I can do that, and then have the arm like that, and have it go up like that. Then I can have it look like almost there's a body of a creature. The creature feature is a feature featuring the creature. And I don't know, I do like that or something. I have sort of like almost a sock puppety head or something. I definitely like the idea of like big floppy triangular ears, maybe like a fun little nose like that. Maybe this is a dragon or something. And then have like almost a shaggy bit there. Just random games that I already got, like Dark Revival, Undertale, and Deltarune stuff, but mainly single player games. Ah, I see, of course. Oh, Pog. I need to get Among Us for PC because I have it on my phone and I can't stream my phone. As far as I know, I don't know how to like connect my phone to a streaming apparatus. At least not the certainly not the streaming apparatus I have now. It's only like $5, so I could probably get it sometime. Oh, another game I really need to get because it seems really fun is Repo. I'm getting so many notifications that I don't need. And have like I don't know a big thing there. And then have like I don't know a big sort of like weird dragon paw there. Like the explorer with a funny 1800s British explorer helm, silly goofy mustache, probably. Not that kind of mustache, actually. I kind of want to do like a, yeah, like a that mustache with like a big round nose. There we are. Yeah, I kind of like that. And the idea of this is that it is a 2-for-1 combo, right? But like my actual talking head is from the creature on the arm. I feel like wonky line art would work well with the wooden characters. Yeah, you're right. You're probably right. It would need to be done properly. Don't get me wrong, but like yeah, most likely. Give me the short sleeve shirt and the fitting largely tall pants that are also very short. They are shorty shorts from Shortsville. Welcome to Pride, Squidward. God, that reminds me. I love. He's the guy from What We Do in the Shadows, like the show, and he's also in the game. Thank goodness you're here, and he's the gardener. And I love the specific way he goes. Thank goodness you're here, lad. But you release little segments to make it bumpy. Oh, that might be a good idea. I'll keep that in. I will keep that in consideration for when I get to that part of the design process. See, and then maybe the tail like wraps around like this, so it really feels like. Sometimes it feels like the parts are making me. Another "Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared" reference for you chillin' out there. A very topical reference that I'm sure the youth will get. THMIS is not old, really. Like the TV show isn't old. Probably a lot of like younger people have gotten into it. Like I'm not in my early 20s. Look at me talking like an old person when I'm young. There we go. There we go. Oh, lad. Thank goodness you're real, lad. It's very good. Very good game. I need to play it. Ooh. My wife can learn a thing or two. When like being slapped by a tiny yellow man. sometimes I do use my hair to express myself. Good. Thank goodness you're real, lad. There we go. And then have like I'll sort of have a hole there for the arm. A funny little fluffy dragon that's like, hey, am I puppeting this man or is this man puppeting me? I can hear the Matt Berry in your throat, Jogs. Yeah, of course. Yeah, Matt Berry's the guy. I'm glad you could hear it. I'm glad you could hear the voice. I love him to bits. He's wonderful. One of my favorite bits from What We Do in the Shadows of the show is when when like both him and his wife are talking about uh like having sex with the same man and it being like the best sex they've ever had, but like they were married at the time, it was multiple hundred years ago, and like it's really funny, just like one after the other saying the exact same thing, like literally bar for bar the same. It's amazing. I think they might have been cheating on each other, which is not cool. But like them talking about the amazing sex with the same guy is pretty cool. Oh, and also maybe having these funny little wings flopping about, just like in general, like having them be separate pieces of my PNG tuber model. Oh, by the way, when you're talking New York City, God, I love him so much. God, it's so good. But you know, what PNG Tuber software are you planning on using? I use PNG Tuber Plus. It allows me to do a bunch of stuff that I am interested in, like add in funny little animations, which I haven't done yet, but I can and should do. Hey, from New York City. It's very good. It almost feels like the parts are making me. Drawing legs really quickly because I've done this a lot at this point. Oh! That one's also pretty good. I've heard good things about it. I tried it out and personally it wasn't my thing. But still, I've heard a lot of people like it. A big honkin' almost like, this is almost like Swedish Chef, but like a different guy. Like instead of cooking, he went into another profession. God, I wonder how Swedes think about about Swedish Chef. I hope positively. I just realized an interesting thing I could do if I want to integrate like animations into this. Is that I can have the talking animation of this be like the head moving, like the head in a bit, and like the neck moving, and having uh and and like being a lot more dynamic like that, and that would be pretty cool. It would only need like 3 or 4 frames too, that I could just like copy and paste in like a 60 frame animation or something. I mean, Swedish Chef actually speaks Swedish last time I heard, so probably positively. Ah, although it was a specific rendition, so yeah. Older Swedish Chef did not actually speak Swedish. Though I imagine the Norwegians probably think of Swedish Chef pretty highly, considering apparently it's very common to not like Swedes in Norway, and it turns out the reason is colonization. Yeah, I mean, Google may say you're wrong, but are you really? It's important to check your sources. Oh my god, I'm so enthused by this guy's face. Look at this little guy. Look at him. I can't decide whether or not he usually gets stuff right. I'm sorry. No, it's fine. But yeah, no, look at this guy's face. Look at him. Oh, and these ears can also be like separate parts that like jingle when I talk. Uh, or maybe just move as a part of the animation. I don't know. That might be easier, just having them be in different positions on each like talking frame. The wings will definitely jiggle though. This is my absolute favorite song in the soundtrack. It's Traveler's Reprise, and it adds the theremin. And just like the addition of the theremin, it feels like something was missing the entire time. Right? Like in just like Travelers, the theremin's not there, and you don't realize that something is missing until you go back and hear that the theremin's not there. I don't know. I think that's really interesting and probably has some sort of narrative implications. See this. The fume. The fume would go right here. I don't know. I'm not being too picky on how the hand actually goes, so I'm just gonna like say it's like that. Probably gonna readjust it to have it like move around, like form around this guy. I like Muppets. And then you like have this draped over here because the arm is going over into this. And there we go. I really like that. I don't like this wing there. I think I might have it in the background somewhere here. Or I could just get rid of it. Well, I might just get rid of it. I don't know. I'll think on that when I like get further into doing these designs. Do not feel bad for being incorrect. It is all about learning. And now you know. And now you won't be wrong about that thing again. The shorts should be shorter. There we go. There we go, lad. But give him incredibly big boot. Incredibly big boot. Very large. Very large and enlarge. You know what I realized about this guy, like with his outfit? He looks more like those kinds of people at the zoo that would be like presenting a really rare bird. Or like just some sort of like exhibit bird that's been trained to do tricks. Like at a zoo. Just like, hey everybody, this is our beloved black-tailed eagle or something like that. Her name is Minerva, and she's here to do tricks. And it's like the best time of your entire life because you're eating like the doughy, sugary goodness of an elephant ear, or maybe a box of like dots, or just some sort of confectionery. Perhaps even getting some shaved ice. No, with whatever flavor you choose, and then you get to like just sit down and enjoy the show. That is very cool. I kind of like that vibe. I don't know if those are the kinds of like zoo foods you get over there in England, but like that's what we have, like box candies, a lot of which are you can only really find at a zoo. Some cheap baked confectionaries like elephant ears, which are basically just like sugary fry bread. But that means that it's incredibly good. Popping my back. There we go. I feel incredibly good now that I've popped my back and my elbows and my shoulders. My wrist, I guess. I wasn't even meaning to do that one. I think I've done a pretty decent amount of design work for today, so I am going to go to just chatting. Shout out to the Ace flag, I have it right here. Shout out to people who... Rayman Legends is on sale. Too bad I still can't afford it. Oh well. That being said, I'm going to do my ending read now. And then I'm gonna go probably do like another set of squats. And then like chill. Do some work on the thumbnail for today's VOD release, and then release the VOD. So I've been Bajongles. You can find me over here on Twitch Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays at noon Pacific Standard Time. You can also uh, follow me. You can follow me there, or you can also follow me on Bluesky and Tumblr, both at BigBoyArt1. And speaking of, you can check over on my YouTube for my VODs, which I release a week after they're happening. Yes, I decided that I was gonna end because I'm tired. It's been over 3 hours, and I have stuff to do, like working on thumbnails and releasing videos and doing more squats to become more hot. Uh,
Yeah, no. And with that,
I will catch you all on the flip flop. I'll be streaming once again on Thursday, and then on Sunday I'll be continuing Undertale Yellow. Let's see if I can beat Access this time. I'll catch y'all on the flip flop. Bye bye. All right, I'll check the Discord for it. But yeah, no, bye bye.